We're going to be talking about the biggest things in paid search, paid social SEO this week. First of all, and this is causing a bit of a stir, I'm sure you've heard this, Google Ads is making a change to their bidding strategies. And from August 17th, what's going to happen is if a campaign is limited by budget and it is underperforming its CPA target, so let's say you have a $10 CPA target set, and it's hitting $5, and that campaign is restricted by budget, from mid-August, the target is going to adjust so that your actual performance will drift up towards that target CPA.
Mm-hmm.
The logic being that Google want to encourage you to have unlimited budgets or budget caps lifted, and instead you're controlling efficiency using the bid strategy. But there's been a lot of backlash on this, I feel. What's your take?
Yeah, so my initial thought is this is Google's way to, I guess, get you to spend more money, which is fine and makes sense as long as, you know, for your business or client, the initiative is to scale at a minimum CPA, or I guess we're talking about CPAs, so scale at a minimum CPA or minimum target ROAS or whatever the KPI that you set to be profitable. But also there's the concern of maybe you have actual budget restrictions and maybe potentially like an extra eye on monitoring what your campaigns are spending. I'm assuming potentially that might change based on like what daily budgets you set, because you set certain daily budgets at the campaign level. It's not necessarily, that's the cap, but I'm assuming that whatever the campaign was spending before, it probably will spend more than that, is my understanding of what's potentially going to happen. And you basically need to have maybe a tighter eye on what your campaigns are spending daily, and maybe adjust your target CPA or ROAS based on whatever's happening.
So who's making more money out of this, Google or advertisers?
I think any change Google's making, Google's probably making more money out of it. And it's up to, I guess, advertisers or paid media specialists to make sure that you're maximizing the ROI or ROAS or CPA, whatever it be. So it's on us to make optimizations for those changes.
Yeah, I agree with that. I guess playing devil's advocate, it feels like some of the instances you talked about there, that is not necessarily an optimal way to take advantage of changing demand. So clients who have set budgets, that budget can't change.
Yeah.
It's like, well, sure, I understand there's a reason for that, and like finance needs to know a number.
Right.
But that is suboptimal if you think about
from growing a business perspective.
Yeah,
for sure.
And especially if it's like seasonal.
Yeah.
So just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's like I have clients with credit card caps and you can't go $1 over, right? So you gotta, but no, I mean, at the end of the day, the way you want to grow a business is scale, right? And as long as you can hit certain minimum profitability targets like CPA or ROAS, that's the idea. Yeah. So we'll see how things change. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting one.